match your age. Ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I'd probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at with the fishing hook, listen up. Going in, so wish me luck.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on our home team. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
On the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. 19, 18. Ready.
Now Ward. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Craig. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Play action now, Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Out of the gun, Ward. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On play action, Ward. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Down the left sideline. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Las Vegas.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Our home team, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Powering his way forward. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw, here's Ward. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to forward. Screen passes like that take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. I think defensively you're okay with that. And here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A beautiful fake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know the
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run, but everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback, and they're able to see the route develop.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? 60.
Ward again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Get up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Ward. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luth back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to throw. Moore. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
Ready? Cougar 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
14-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Genty. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Pass complete right side to Bowers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's second and 8. Short throw caught by Bowers. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Craig. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Get it. 60.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Operating from the gun. Moore. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey. Get up.
Up the middle they go. It's Craig. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Cavity lying.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Ward, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Escapes the defender. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Raiders.
They'll look to throw. Very quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try to pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on, set.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew. As he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation.
And they're going to get him. They bring it down the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 70 Lions. Let's go.
Now back to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, here's Genty.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
It's now 3rd down and
Ready?
8.
Let go.
From the gun, Ward.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Ward. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. To the air again, Ward. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Ward. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last one, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Genty. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
On the give, Genty.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Raiders, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh.